All right, we're live.
Hey, hey.
Nice. Gonna let this hang out for just a little bit,
Cool.
real quick. But definitely excited to be here with
Yes,
you for
me
real.
as well. Me as well. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Yeah, of course, of course. Um, you know, I'm honestly, regardless of who shows up, I'm just gonna let this roll because I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to really be here with you. You're quite the sensation, so I'm glad that I've got you here. I'm glad that you signed up to talk to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to kind of debrief real quick, you're quite the sensation. I mean,
Thank you.
you're kind of a big deal. I mean, you've kind of found yourself in spaces with legendary hip hop artists.
Yeah.
Hung out with Ellen a few times, but that's nuts.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I kind of want you to reflect a little bit about your come up story because as someone who's followed you for a while, I've seen your growth and how you've kind of become one with your craft.
Right.
So I'm curious for you to talk about that as an artist and reflect on being an artist right now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. My come up story is kind of unique because, um, I was a professional musician like for years before I was known as Harry Mack, the freestyler. I'm a drummer as well. My first instrument was the violin, and then in fifth grade I started playing the drums, and that's the same time I started rapping. And I actually went to college for jazz drumming, so at USC in Los Angeles, which is where I live. So when I graduated from USC in 2012, I was basically working full time, like as a gigging jazz musician, and teaching drum lessons and playing bar gigs for like $50 around town and just scraping together the rent basically and trying to make it, and it was tough, so shout out to all of my friends who are still making it happen in the jazz world because it's a really competitive space. But all the while I was so in love with hip hop, and everyone who knew me knew I had this like freestyle talent, and that it was a huge part of my identity. But I didn't really share it like outside of rapping at house parties, and like my friends knew about it, my family knew about it obviously, and I think I was kind of the last one to say like, all right, let's do this. I was kind of afraid, like many creatives, I think many artists deal with this sort of fear and insecurity. I didn't feel confident in that side of my artistry. And so for many years while I was freestyling, I wasn't showing it to the world. And then at the end of 2016, my friend Jacob from the jazz world asked if I would help make a video with him, freestyling over his beat. We drove down Sunset Boulevard, and I freestyled about all the changing scenery. And he threw it up on YouTube. I kind of forgot about it, and then a week later or something, I woke up from a nap, and my roommate was like, "Yo, you're going viral right now." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And she was like, "Yeah, you're like #1 on Reddit videos. Everyone's watching this video you did." And so it opened my eyes, and it basically was the catalyst for everything that has come since then in terms of me, like you said, growing into my craft and becoming confident in what I do as an MC. And I think, for me, it was a much needed push. And it's funny now because I look back on it, and my friend Jacob, who's a great jazz piano player and beat maker, and composer, I'm really grateful to him because he knew, and he was like, "Yo, man, you got to show people what you're doing with this MCing thing." And I haven't really looked back since then.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to hear you talk about that because that sounds like you just woke up from a nap and you became famous. Like
Yeah.
that's nuts. That doesn't happen every day.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So I want to get into this freestyle, and I'm seeing that uh, it's just us right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna give you more than 3 words.
Okay, let's
I'm
do it.
gonna give you. I'm gonna say 6 words.
Okay, cool, cool. We're gonna see if I can remember them all, but let's try
Okay,
it.
so what I could do is post them in the comments box.
Oh, there you go.
Basically,
Okay, cool.
you get them. So
Nice.
I'm gonna tell you them
Okay.
um, because the first three are kind of in a category.
Okay.
They're random things that I like.
Okay. Dope.
First one is my favorite word. as perspective.
Nice. Perspective.
The second one is my favorite hard liquor, which is Jägermeister.
Nice. Jägermeister.
And the third one is actually by request from WICB's manager. I'm a huge fan of water. So that's kind of why this is in this list. Taganic is one of Ithaca's many waterfalls.
Taganic.
So, yeah, it's spelt weird. I'll put it in the chat, but it's pronounced Taganic.
Taganic. Nice. Okay, dope. Dope.
And then as you go, I'll throw in some more words. How does that sound?
That's perfect.
So you have those three. What are they?
The three words are perspective, which is your favorite word, Jägermeister, which is your favorite hard liquor, and tell me one more time how I say the waterfall.
Taganic.
Taganic. And it's a waterfall, you said,
It's a waterfall. It's 3 stories taller than Niagara.
Dang.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
Taganic. See, that one I'm going to try to remember. All right, but if you drop it in the chat at some point, then I'll see it and I'll remember. Okay. Cool. And I'll just share this here so in case you drop them in. All right, let's get it.
Okay.
Drop a beat. Yeah. Come on. Hey. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, yo. H Mack in the place to be. Off the top with the improvised free. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I said I'm off the top representing my collective. In this life, I gotta keep my perspective. Yeah, it's been that way from the beginning. Y'all know I keep my perspective on winning, never losing, and you know we going far. Hey, keep my perspective on becoming rap star. Yeah, gotta keep on climbing when I'm all up in this industry. Doesn't happen overnight, doesn't happen instantly. Yeah, and y'all know I get loose with the rap, seeming like I got put on when I woke up from a nap. But the fact is, for 18 years before that, I was putting in the practice. There ain't no way to act this. Hold up, and y'all know I'm blessed to be alive. Yeah, I'm thankful just to survive. To have a breath of fresh air got me feeling great, kid. And that's the way that I keep my perspective. Hey, yo, for real, I'm coming off the top. Y'all know I be the rhyme improviser, known to get wiser, much liver. And y'all know you won't survive, bruh. I'ma have you twisted like shots of Jägermeister. Yeah, Harry Mack, I'm out here kicking this. I'm sick with this. Jägermeister kinda takes a little bit like licorice. Yeah, H-Mack coming through full throttle. I remember in college we always kept the bottle. Yeah, and I get loose when I'm overbeat, similar to Jägermeister. Y'all know my bar's sweet. H-Mack coming through, freshest on the scene, like the color of the Jäger bottle. I'm getting the green. Yeah, I'm here for my people, and I'm coming with the answers. Kinda like the Jäger logo, I got the antlers, cause I spit it sharp from the head. Yeah, y'all know Mack throwing darts, what he said. Yeah, coming off the tip of this, y'all know I make you panic. I think the way it's said is Taganic. Yeah, did I say that correctly? Your words that they throw, they might affect me. And y'all know that I spit it hella clear. Yeah, it said Taganic, but see, the spelling's weird. And yo, I'm glad that I could bounce back. I saw the word, I thought, how do I pronounce that? H-Mack, man, I'm making people panic. It's called Taganic, and you know it's gigantic. Yeah, my lyrics, they go probably body bag ya. I heard it's even 3 stories taller than Niagara. H-Mack, I grip the mic and then I slaughter y'all. Hey yo, I spit wet flows like a waterfall. Coming off the top of this, I'm ready to scorch. Yeah, we need water, get it right from the source. Yeah, I'm here for all my people, love the way I rip it up and spit it, bruh. I'm tapped in with the good people at Ithaca, 92 WICB. I'm about to kick a lyric and the live is free. Coming right up off the top, 91.7. I keep my amplifier all up on 11. Yeah, hey yo, I'm about the love, y'all, and not the hatred. Other rappers in the game get discombobulated. Yeah, when I'm on the track making moves, man, they get discombobulated and confused. I knock rappers off of their course when I scorch. Yes, of course, flow is fancy like I pulled up in a Porsche. Yeah, I'm here for y'all with no illusion. Hey, there's no way to get through the confusion. Mack be cruising over instrumentals when it comes to live bars. They know when I'm influential. Yeah, and y'all know that I grip the mic to slaughter you. You said you're a fan of water, I like water too. Hey yo, without it I couldn't go full throttle. So whenever I'm rhyming, you know I gotta keep a bottle at the side. Check out the vibe I provide. Anytime that I be rhyming, yo, I got you open wide. The people wanna tap in to see me flex. Hey yo, R.I.P. out to DMX. Yo, I I can't believe that we really lost a legend. Yeah, real hip-hop rapping. Hey yo, Dark Man X wishing he was still all up in the industry. Seems like it happened instantly. Yeah, we about to carry on the memories, carry on the energy, carry on the legacy. Yeah, we gon' keep moving in his honor. Yeah, he couldn't survive through the drama, but I hope that now he's in a better place while I let more lyrics straight up fall out my face. Never no waste, y'all know I get loose. Check out the vibes that I produce. I told you Harry Mack got the juice. I'm all up on it. To keep it honest, they call me the fly guy. Pop up to the radio, interviewing the tie-dye. H Mack all up in the session, dropping knowledge. Doing it for all of y'all at Ithaca College. Yeah, so come get with it. Check the way I spit it. I treat the flow like a flapjack when I flip it. Stack like pancakes. Hey yo, I stop up on the fault line, and it's that easy to make the land shake. H Mack rattling the planet. Bars that I drop, man, you know they gigantic like Titanic. Yeah, I'm here for all my people. Y'all know that I'm wiser. Getting y'all lifted like shots of Jägermeister. Let's go.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh man, that's amazing. I
Thank
think
you.
next time around I'm gonna comment more as we keep going.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I wanna see those come into fruition as I type them. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here with you. This is getting me going real quick.
Let's go. Likewise. This is fun.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit. I mean, you reflected on your come up in the beginning and where you're at now, but I'm kind of curious about where you see yourself going and what direction you're headed in.
Definitely, yeah. You know, I mean, for me, it's kind of like every day is like, you know, I learn new things about, you know, where I'm going and how my career is going to take shape, because my trajectory is very different. You know, it's not like your standard come up story for like an MC or a rap artist, you know what I mean? In the sense of like, I didn't like make a demo and then, you know, catch the attention of people in the industry and then have a song go to radio and then get signed and go on tour and do all that stuff. You know, I didn't really go like the traditional path of a recording artist. You know, and nowadays with social media and these sort of platforms like YouTube and places where you can post video content and media, there's all these different paths that you can take. And so for me, you know, as an improviser and freestyler primarily, I'm sort of in you know, uncharted territory in a lot of ways. There have been, of course, like, you know, incredible freestylers who laid the foundation before me, you know, so people like Supernatural, who's, you know, one of my heroes, you know, MC Juice, King Los, Idea, Freestyle Fellowship, and many others who came before me. But all of those people I mentioned came up in a time that was sort of pre-social media, you know, and it was kind of like before the internet was really like a viable tool for independent artists. So a lot of times, you know, people like that would sort of get typecast or find themselves you know, somewhat limited, just in terms of not limited creatively, of course, at all, but limited maybe in terms of you know, achieving mass appeal, right? Because it was like, okay, you're a great improviser, but can you make a hot record? You know, what are we going to give to radio? When you go on tour, people aren't going to know the words. How are they going to sing along? If we don't know that people love your songs, then we don't know if the show's going to work, and all these things, right? So it was like the traditional music industry was so sort of set in its ways and locked in its ways that it wasn't able to necessarily help artists who are primarily improvisers and the great freestylers. So I feel very fortunate to be alive in this time where I have these tools, and I've really utilized social media and YouTube and the internet as much as possible to try to draw attention to what I'm doing and sort of create a lane for myself. So in terms of where I want to go from here, you know, my big thing is I want to be able to, you know, inspire and uplift other people through this energy exchange of freestyling. I think what's so unique about improvised freestyling is that I can't do it by myself. You know, you are a part of it. So without you throwing me those words, none of that would have happened. So it's like, it's as much yours as it is mine, and it's an exchange of energy, you know? And so when I use Jägermeister and you go, oh, you know, now we're doing this dance together, right? So to be able to do that at scale and to show people how magical that is what I'm really passionate about. So I want to be able to continue to freestyle and perform as the world starts to open up. I want to be able to bring what I do to the stage and tour and hopefully travel, to everywhere I can, travel the whole world and give people that experience of engaging in the energy exchange of the live freestyle.
So I was going to wait to actually ask you this question, but I feel like this kind of works on what we're talking about now. The energy transfer is very present. You have to be on your toes. You have to be present to be able to freestyle.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself present both on and off the mic?
That's a great question. I'm much more present when I'm freestyling than in the rest of my day-to-day life. So I'm obsessed with freestyling, right? And I have been since I was like 11 or 12 years old. Like, I love freestyling, and I practice every day, for hours sometimes. I love to practice, and I think only now as an adult, I'm 31 years old now, so only now as an adult has it dawned on me like, wow, I think a big part of the reason that I love freestyling is because for me, it's an easy access point into, flow state. Right. So if, for people watching, I don't know how familiar people are, but, flow state is basically like a term for, being in the zone. Right. High level athletes experience flow state, like Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, was able to access that flow state when he was really on, especially at the end of the game. And it was like, just get the ball to Kobe. He's in the zone, and classical musicians, who have memorized a piece so deeply that they almost don't have to think, right? And the fingers just move on their own across the piano keyboard and the music just comes out. And it's almost like they just get out of the way, right? So that's kind of flow state. And so I enter that, when I'm freestyling, or at least I hope to. It doesn't happen every time, but that's the goal. And I think one of the sort of prerequisites for finding that flow is being very much in the moment. All the way committed to being in the present and not distracted and not thinking, oh, that didn't sound very good, or, oh, why'd I say that? That was silly, or, oh, that was whack, or do they like me? Or, anything like that. Did I do the laundry? Whatever. It's like you can't be thinking about all that stuff. And so when I freestyle, it's just difficult enough, right, that it requires all of my concentration. But because I've practiced, it's not so difficult that it causes me anxiety. So it's that perfect balance between requiring all of my focus, 100% of my attention to do it well, but it doesn't overwhelm my brain. So that's what you need in order to enter that flow state. And so I wish that I was in flow state for the rest of my day, but I can't say that I am. I want to be, and so I meditate and I practice, things that will hopefully allow me to feel that flow throughout the day. The truth is I have a very active brain throughout the day. I'm always distracted and thinking about stuff and, oh, do they like me? Oh, what, those insecure voices we talked about are very present. But when I freestyle, it's almost like, shoo, the air gets sucked out of the room, and it's just like, yeah. So it's dope. I think that's why I'm so, obsessed with it.
All right, beautiful. Well, then I'm not going to hold you any longer. Let's get back to it. So I think what I'm going to do this time is give you those 3 words, and then I'll just comment. I'll just keep commenting until we stop. So the first word, I feel like we're on this water kick. I really like this word, buoyancy.
Yeah, buoyancy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The next one, I think I'm not very good at it, but alley-oop.
Nice. Alley-oop. Yep.
And then the third one is Weekend Rhythms, which is the title of our hip hop show here on WICB.
Dope. All right. So buoyancy, alley-oop, and Weekend Rhythms, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's get it. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yo, every time I'm rapping, the people are enjoying me. Floating over instrumentals, cause I got the buoyancy. Yeah, hey yo, they know that I'm dope. Over tracks, I'm afloat, kinda like I'm a boat. Hey yo, I do what I'm feeling. Every Mack, I got the crazy flows. Check the way I'm buoyantly floating over the H2O. Yeah, people love the way that I deliver. Said I'm floating on the ocean, or floating on the river, or floating on the surface of the lake. I'm too great, people dig the way I create. I kill it, no debate, hold up. And every time I rhyme, it's like Nas on ether. I'm something like the oceanic, but and I'm going deeper. Yeah, these bars that I deliver, they gigantic. Hey, rappers claim they buoyant, they sinking like Titanic. I'll be the iceberg, come through with nice words. Every time I spit, I be the flyest. Check out we move right now. I rep my Cali troop. Throw a lyric up in the air like it's an alley-oop. Bringing the funk, I'm no punk. I'ma lob it your way, then let you hit the dunk. Yeah, we be coming through properly. There ain't no stopping me. Check the way that I be putting words together logically, never sloppily. Yeah, y'all know that I'm about to go harder. Throw the alley-oop to Vince Carter. He hits the through the leg jam for the winning game point. Harry Mack, when I rhyme, I make it an insane joint. Yeah, making them listen. Split second decision, spitting off top of precision. Check out the weekend rhythms. Yeah, we locking in on the show, bringing that hip hop. Cause anytime I'm rapping, you know they giving me big props. H Mack, they like, dog, what you doing, son? Shampoo and conditioner, that's a 2-in-1. Harry Mack, they love what I said. Word to shampoo, I be going over your head. Yeah, and my name is known around the whole world. Making rappers crawl up in they shell like turtles. Yeah, getting loose when I'm in the cypher circle. Yeah, and y'all know that my lyrics sound super. Am I saying this word right? Cayuga? I hope so. It's Harry Mack, I'm rolling with the troopers. Yeah, hey yo, over tracks I'ma bounce. Please correct me if it got mispronounced. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, man, you know I don't exaggerate. They say the rap is great. I be hopping in like that's a lake. Yeah, going in hard. Oh, now I get it. It's Harry Mack, man. They love the way that I spit it. Hey yo, we out here winning. The beat is like Lake Cayuga. I'm straight swimming. Yeah, H Mack, rappers try very hard. I got knowledge like I always use my library card. Yeah, hey yo, I'm coming through and leaving y'all shook. I'm at the library checking out all kind of books. Yeah, going full throttle, holy like an apostle. Checking out the non-fiction books and the novels. Yeah, and y'all know I'm amazing, never fail. Hey, I'm all up on the Appalachian Trail. I'm doing what I feel. Yo, you spelled it wrong, but it's all gravy. We gon' keep it moving with the song. I was like, yo, in this freestyle, I'm just now learning about the Appalachian Trial. Coming off the tip, I rep from the fort. I was like, wow, did it happen in court? And y'all know that they love all my spit creations. Yeah, throughout the trials and the tribulations. Hey yo, I'm out here catching hella wreck, doing my freestyle spelling check. Yeah, H Mack around the world, my style is known. Same forwards and backwards, oh that's a palindrome. Every time that I'm spitting, I'm bringing straight bars. What's a palindrome? Mom, dad, race car. H Mack, man, I'm breaking them all down. Standing tall, cause I'm never kicking no small sound. These other rappers, they just don't seem hard. I be locked in, going live up on StreamYard. We got the power, these other MCs can't bust. Hey yo, the beat is a canvas and I'm a paintbrush. Yeah, I got the God flow, chop foes like an avocado. Pablo Picasso, check how hard the man go. My flow is a scandal, off the handle. Grab the paintbrush like Van Gogh. I'm sounding proud for days. In fact, I paint a picture like I'm Cloud Monet. H Mack on another plane, facing every challenge, keeping my balance, blending different colors on the palette. I get acknowledged. Hey yo, they wonder what they sweat me for, cause my lyrics got mad similes and metaphors. Yeah, hey yo, I get it done. Yo, here's a metaphor, check it. I am the sun, cause I'm bright like the solar and I'm bringing that heat, and they all up in my orbitational pole. It's Harry Mack, I'm out of control whenever I spit. Here at Ithaca College, spitting clever like this. Let's go.
Hey, my Lord. You're nuts, dude. You're nuts.
Thank you. Thank you. Hell yeah.
The metaphor. Oh, you turned down the beat too. Oh, you just got the timing, the delivery. I mean, it takes more than just being present. It takes, I guess, from that practice, just getting used to that flow, literally off the top of your mind. It's breathtaking.
Hey, thank you. No doubt. For me too. It's very exciting to be in it. So I'm glad that you enjoy it on the receiving end.
Of course. That's cool. I wish I was better at freestyling. This really leads into my final question here. Yeah. You've got a 23-minute video on YouTube of how to get better at freestyling.
Yeah.
This is something that I am trying to do in my free time. I love Dr. Dre's instrumentals.
2001 instrumentals. That's
so I've been hanging out there and practicing a little bit, but I kind of want to know, that's a 23-minute video, but right here, I got you right now. Is there a way that you could summarize that for me and for anyone else who's listening that would want some advice to become a better freestyler?
Yeah, definitely. A few things. One, sort of like the most basic prerequisite for me is find, your favorite hip hop song, pick one of your favorite songs and memorize it word for word, top to bottom, right? Somebody else's song. So, and I only say that, you know, a lot of people who want to freestyle are already hip hop heads and they got tons of verses memorized, so they already checked that box off. But I have found that some people will come to me and be like, yo, I want to freestyle like you. And I'm like, oh, dope. Who's your favorite rapper? And they're like, oh, I don't really listen to hip hop. It's like, well, you can't do what I'm doing unless you absorb the sound and the language of the music. You know, I've been obsessed with rap music since I was in 3rd grade, and I'm 31 now. And I have so many songs, bits and pieces memorized, and also, you know, a few like entire songs top to bottom, more than a few, if we're being honest, right? So I think that as a foundation is huge, and you learn so much. If you can rap along word for word with just one song, but not just match the words, but match the timing and match the inflection and the sort of melodic shape of it, you know, and the delivery of it, and try to sound like the artist, you know, as much as reasonably possible with the voice that we all have different voices, of course. But that's huge, right? In terms of absorbing the language. That's such a big part of it. The other thing is mindset, right? You have to enter into a non-judgmental mindset. And the hardest part for most people to start freestyling is to start. That's why it's awesome to hear that you throw on those Dre instrumentals and start, you know, doing your thing and freestyling off top. I applaud you. That deserves to be celebrated, because that's the hardest part for most people is they are so afraid of sounding bad that they can't begin. And the truth is, if you heard my first freestyles when I was 11, 12 years old in Brady's attic with the Radio Shack mic and his mom's records, I was trash. Like, I wasn't like dope. You wouldn't have heard those and been like, yo, he's going to do something with that, right? It was just like, we were 11, so we didn't care. And I think that's the hardest part for adults, young adults, people who are a little further along in life. You know, unfortunately, the older you get, the more those negative voices start to come into play. Like, you shouldn't do that. That's not for you. Or, oh, that sounds silly, right? So you have to try as much as possible to get rid of those. One thing you can do is, you know, freestyle in the car when you're by yourself, nobody can hear you. Or if you live alone, you know, or when your roommates are gone, freestyle in the shower or something. Find a safe space where you can freestyle and sort of not be judged. And that's a huge piece of it. And, those are just a couple kind of like general things. In terms of the technical stuff, we could go on for hours. You know, there's all these different techniques I use. There's this setup punchline thing I do. If I want to say water bottle, first I'm going to say full throttle, and then I'll say water bottle, right? Mm-hmm. So this is setup, punchline. So I'm always landing on the key word, and there's a bunch of different more technical things like that would take a bit more time to dive into. But I think absorbing the language of hip hop by just memorizing and loving the music, and then working to be in a non-judgmental state. It's fine if you mess up. It's fine if you sound weird. Experiment, make sounds. Do that. You know what I mean? Do that, because that's freestyling. Right? And if you can't do it with words, do it with sounds. Chicka-don, bon, chicka-lon, bon, with the don, chicka-don, don, epidon, bon, chicka-don, chicka-don, you know, do that. Yeah. And then eventually the words will start to come into play. So, yeah, that's my advice.
So, actually, I'm going to see if we could do this as an experiment then.
Okay.
If I keep my mic on while you freestyle to finish us off, to get us to 30 minutes, if I throw you sounds...
Yeah.
Can you rhyme words with my sounds?
Maybe. Let's try it.
Okay. I'm curious. Let's see how this goes.
All right. Let's get it. Me too. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do this one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Let's start with squonk.
Squonk? Yo. I hit a rapper like bonk. Yeah, he ain't really nothing but a squonk. Yeah, hey yo, I got what you want. Ill skills on the mic, I'm a flaunt.
Go bloop.
Go bloop. H-Mack, y'all know that I'm really about to swoop. Making moves. Hey yo, I'm repping with my troop. Yeah, every time I come through, I get loose. Yeah, that's the sound of my sword swinging. H-Mack, these the lyrics that I'm really flinging. Hit you off like, that's what I bring them. Hey yo, I straight up take their head off their shoulders. Lyrics I'm providing, they about to get colder. Yeah, you know we out here working. That was an ill sound, kinda sounded like you burping. H-Mack, y'all know I grow like a welt, making rappers melt. Rappers getting gas, they should belch. Yeah, and y'all know I'm about to throw it at you. So sick with the bars, I be going at you. Nuts like cashews, yeah, I'ma test you. Hey, matter of fact, right now, I'm saying bless you. Do it again. Hey, yeah, pulling up like skirt, skirt. Make me doing work, work. Everything I'm spitting off the top is too berserk, sir. Got y'all laughing. I'm straight up spitting with the passion. Yeah, that's the sound of my jet plane. Taking off straight from the brain. It goes when I lift off the runway. Yeah, relaxing like Saturday to Sunday. I take a flight to Ithaca. Popping up to all the rappers. I might just get rid of ya. That's like an alien language. Off of the top, I'll be ready to bang this with the fresh flow. Shout the aliens on the UFO. Yeah, yo, we here with the sounds. All up in the session and we straight up throwing down. H-Mack, y'all know they gon' witness it, right? When I'm off the top, I'm shining like your Christmas lights. Let's go.
That was weird.
That was weird. But you know what? That was kind of tight. And
it worked.
It worked. It worked. And what was cool about it is we were both being creative. And so that's what this is all about. You know, I feel so lucky without going too far. I know we're at 30 minutes. So if I got to stop talking right now, let me know. But
yeah, no, it's up to you. I mean, we planned for 30 minutes, but keep going.
Okay. No, yeah. Just real quick, I was going to say, you know, I feel so lucky that basically I get paid to finger paint live. You know, that's how I look at it. My career is me doing raw creative live in front of people, you know, making sounds. That's really what it is. It's making sounds. It's rhyming words, you know, it's grabbing stuff out of the air and saying, what can I make with that? And so it makes you feel like a kid again, not just me, but the listener, hopefully. And it's like when you're in preschool and you get to finger paint and there are no rules. And it's like, hey, just be creative. Stick your hand in this color and put it together and see what it looks like, you know? Oh, maybe that's a dragon. All right. Cool, you know, and that's what we were doing just now. So I think to anybody that wants to like get into freestyling, start there, you know, start from a place of fun and exploration. And you don't have to be all serious, like I'm going to be an MC now. You know, it's a serious thing to be an MC and to create hip hop music because there's a deep, rich heritage, of course, to this culture and this music, but to just dip your toes in the creative and start to learn, you know, how to be in the moment and to experience kind of the beauty of it, it can be just like finger painting.
For real.
Yeah,
thanks. I mean, that definitely inspired me. I feel like I just got to make more sounds now.
There you go.
I mean, hopefully you do too. I hope you try and experiment with music.
Yeah, no, I'm inspired. I'm definitely inspired. Yeah, I'm going to take that.
All right, Harry Mack, I'm so happy to have spoken with you tonight. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. And, you know, when the world does return to normal, please do to Ithaca.
Yes, I will. I'm going to hop that flight ASAP. Yo, Nameless, thank you for having me. And hit me up some other time. I'm happy to do this. And shout out to all your listeners and viewers and everybody as well.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right.
For sure.
Talk to you.
Bye-bye.